Hello everybody and welcome back to NASCAR Thunder 2003 Career Mode. We are back at the California Speedway, or as it is known today, Auto Club Speedway. And of course, this, as of the time of recording, will be the last year in real life that the track will look like this before it gets turned into a short track. P31 on the first lap. Let's see what we can do here on lap 2. If you did miss the last episode, we were at Talladega. Highly recommend you go check that out. And then come back here. But tried a different line on the second lap. Not sure it's going to be any better. It is. It's quite a bit better, actually. But only good enough for P24.
MRN is in Fontana, California, home of the California Speedway for today's Napa Auto Parts 500. It's another great day for racing. Barney, this track is known for its long green flag runs.
Yeah, and what makes these long green runs interesting is that although the cars are all relatively similar, they can have very different pit windows. That can play a very important role at the end of the race with determining who has to pit again and who can go the distance.
Ryan Newman has an average finish in the top 10 at the Speedway so far.
Yeah, he really turns it up a notch when we come to this type of track, and these speedways can be very tricky to get the hang of. He seems to know them all like the back of his hand.
After finishing second twice to Dale Earnhardt Jr. for the Busch Series Championship, Kenseth beat him out for Rookie of the Year in 2000.
And he did it without qualifying well. Despite only 2 top 10 starting spots, he posted a 14th place points finish and a win and 11 top 10s.
The 98 car finds himself in a bit of a slump.
I believe they got a good chance to turn their luck around right here. These guys have been working extra hard this week, and I think it just may pay off for them in the end.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave. Gentlemen, start your engines.
So Jimmy Johnson and Sterling Marlin make up the front row here at California. We're next to Jeff Purvis. Green flag is out and we're racing in California. Mark Martin, Jeff Gordon, Rusty Wallace around us here. Some really high profile drivers starting in the back. As we get past Purvis, but are going to lose some other spots here off the start. So we're almost always very slow through the gears here. Down to P27 here as we go down the back straightaway. I see Tony Stewart back there as well. Jeff Burton, he's having a rough season. We're ahead of him in the points, actually. The AI does like a weird little swing out move there. But we're starting to get back up to them here with the rest of this group. P26 at the end of the first lap. 25 laps the distance in this one. Get underneath here, make some moves down into turn 1 here. Rusty makes a move back on the outside here, and he's going to try to get Sterling Marlin as well. 19 on the outside as well. A lot of cars jockeying for a position up ahead of us. I believe that was Kurt Busch in the Little Tykes car. So the AI have a very interesting line through the turns here at California.
I'm a snag. I'm a snag.
So we get underneath Steve Park. Block off the 19 of Mayfield there. Try to get underneath Wimmer. And up towards the top 20 we go here as we get underneath the 26 and 63. Oh, and a big wreck behind us. The 49 hard into the wall. Essentially came to a dead stop. Again, with this game, and it's kind of scripted wrecks sometimes, the caution came out before the wreck actually happened, but I saw it happen in the mirror, and seriously, it looked like Purvis came to a dead stop. A hard crash as we come to the caution flag in P18. Let's take a look at what happened to that BAM Racing number 49. Yeah, it just loses it in the corner. Oh, straight into the outside wall. Sorry about that little hang up there. I've noticed the emulator's been having a little bit of problems with, around he goes, and yeah, straight into the wall. It's having a, oh man, and then hit again. A bit of a hard time with cinematics in this game for some reason. we're going to go ahead, come down pit road, even though we don't really need to. I'm just trying to get off strategy here, see if that can help us at all as the race goes on here. So go ahead, replace all of the tires, add some fuel, and I'm actually going to loosen it up just a little bit. And hopefully those little bit of laps can help us extend the run just a bit more so we don't have to get caught up on pit road when everybody else does. Green flag back in the air, and we are racing once again in California. P42 after that, the 49 behind us there. And they are surprisingly still on the lead lap here. A lot of the times the game will put them a lap down after they crash like that. As Purvis gets a look down to the inside. Remember, he did qualify right next to us, so we knew he has some decent pace here. We're just going to take it easy for now, because again, we've gone off sequence here, so lap 7. So 7 lap difference here when it comes to the strategy, so that'll keep us from pitting at the same time as everybody else. So we won't have to deal with a congested pit road. Hopefully it means our tires don't wear out as quick either as the 98. Bit of damage to the rear of that car. Wonder what happened to him. I don't know if that was part of the contact with the 49. No, he wasn't around the 98, so not sure where that came from. But up to P39 now as we see Casey Atwood and Frank Kimmel in front of us here. See if we can get past them. As Ricky Craven way down by the white line there. So we're going to go on the apron here in turn 3 here. Make a bit of contact there with the 7 just to clear them. No harm, no foul though, and we'll be up to P37 now as we begin lap 9. So pit stop should be starting soon-ish. Again, we're not going to be able to go to the end of the race as another caution comes out. I'm going to assume it's for debris this time. Well, we'll pit again. Although the AI might pit at this point. I'm not sure if it's close enough for them, but maybe we could possibly stretch it from here. We should be going green around lap 10, so we'll see. I'm pretty sure this is a debris caution, so as we come out of turn 4, cross the line, P37, and we'll see what the yellow flag was for. Found it. I just ran it over. So yes, debris from the 131 Napa Dodge as we run over it on the front straightaway. So now that we know that, we'll go ahead and pit here on lap 10. We'll see if the AI do. I'm really hoping they don't. And everybody's pitting, so this has backfired quite badly, although we can gain some spots on pit road simply because we'll have to take less fuel than everybody, and we'll also just take 2 tires. Well, in a strange way, this has worked out. We are P16 as we go back green, because we only had to take a little bit of fuel, so in a way, that strategy worked, I guess. I'm not sure where the damage on the front nose came from. I don't remember running into the back of anybody. Could it be from running into the debris? I'm not 100% sure, but we got pretty lucky. We didn't get held up too much on pit road there. A lot of the carnage seemed to be in front of us or behind us. Yeah, it's kind of weird. The strategy actually is sort of working out for us. Because we had to take less fuel and tires, we actually still came out ahead of where we were, just about where we were, so kind of like everything's just been undone. Is Michael Waltrip now to our outside here? Gonna try to get past him here into turn 1, kind of have to dive it in deep as he's trying to get past the 22 of Ward Burton. And he will get past Ward, but we're not going to get past him as trying to hold off the 19, the 22. We're having a really good run into the corner, but not off the corner, which is hurting us, of course. So the 19's going to get to our inside here, try to hold him as best we can, but not going to happen there. As Rusty now tries to find a way through, but we're going to get in the draft of that 19 car. We really need the draft, it seems. We just don't have the horsepower otherwise. Get underneath the 19 here. Going up the track with a bit of contact there as Rusty goes flying by on the inside. He has so much momentum, he's going to get right up to the back of Ward Burton. And now we're struggling just to hold on to a top 20 here, which doesn't surprise me too much because, like I said, the car just does not seem fast enough by itself or in a straight line here. We have decent speed in the corner, but we really need to be behind somebody in the draft on the straightaway to have any decent pace here. So still a ways to go here on all of our upgrades, but definite progress for the fact we're running up here in 19th instead of last season when we came to California and we were going a lap down and trying to, if I remember correctly, decide who was going to win the race. Made a little bit of contact. Ooh, there's a car on the wall in turn 3. Not sure who. No caution, though. We stay green for now. Is everybody getting past us here on the high line? Of course, these are some fast guys like Ricky Rudd, Jeff Burton, so it doesn't surprise me too much. As we are still around. Whoa, bit of contact there with the 28. Didn't mean for that. Trying to hold these guys off, but as I was trying to say, we're still around Ward Burton, so you can see our pace relative to the cars that we would be racing with in the mid-pack, pretty consistent. So I thought I heard another car get loose behind us. Oh, did not mean for that contact, my bad. I believe that's Jamie McMurray in the 4 now. But P21 for the moment. I was trying to remember who had like blown up or something that we got past, but we actually did pass the 19. Who we make contact with. Oh God, now contact with the 4. Why I'm all over the damn road. Sorry, Jamie. Squeezing the line here between Terry and Jerry. No, Jeremy. That's his name. Jeremy Mayfield. Underneath him here in 3 and 4 as I do see a car blowing up in front of us. Let's take a gander at who that is. It is Kurt Busch. So that is a position gained for us here as we get back underneath the 19 here. Sliding up the track there. We'll hold him off, but here, oh jeez. What am I doing? God, I am just all over the road today, and I am a dirty, dirty driver. Jimmy Spencer now in front of us here. As the car is really, really tight. Wish that we could come down pit road again and loosen it up. Unfortunately, we will not be able to come down pit road again in this race. Both the 20 and 49 managed to get up to me and just flew right past me. Sadly, there was nothing I could do. And I have a feeling it'll be the same if this group does get up to me here as we come to the white flag. Speaking of that 49, though, what a recovery from Jeff Purvis after spinning earlier. To come home in 22nd, it appears pretty good. My guess is it was a similar thing like us. Came down pit road that first time, then got to do such a short stop that second time that it really helped. As we are just trying to hold on to 23rd here, as here comes the group. Gonna try to do what I can here. I want to say that's Dale Jr. that won. I did pause the game a little earlier, and I did see that Jr. was leading. I think that's him that came across the line to win the race. As we are trying to hold off a group of cars. Here comes Jamie McMurray, who I got into earlier. As we have another blown engine that won't help us as they're already across the line. But checkered flag, P23, so right about where we started. A very up and down race, but you know what? I'll take it. Not bad.
Lead changes were pretty scarce.
Well, to be honest, Joe, I'm a little surprised that we didn't have more leaders. Just goes to show that with the right setup and the right strategy, you really can dominate a NASCAR Winston Cup race.
The 63 car really did a fantastic job keeping his car away from trouble all race long.
And that'll be a relief on the old wallet, too. Costs big money to keep these NASCAR Winston Cup cars in tip-top shape week in and week out. When you don't damage them on race day, helps save a lot of time and a lot of money.
Until next time, everybody, this is Joe Moore along with Barney Hall saying thank you for joining us for today's NASCAR Winston Cup race.
Just one more race before the NASCAR Winston Cup All-Star Race, the Winston. And we're off to Richmond, a track that has treated us very well so far in our career mode. So make sure to get subscribed. You're not going to want to miss the next episode. Speaking of which, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!